Previously on the Embracing the Journey podcast.
What's it like being a 15-year-old this day and age?
There's gender differences, sexuality differences, like so much in the society itself. I'm very masculine, and a lot of people just consider me gay, and it's like, well, it's not true. You know, it's like you just assume. A lot of people just assume just by looking at you. I'm also Hispanic, so I get made fun of a lot. I work for a landscaping company with my dad, and there was a time where a guy actually drove past us and actually called us a racial slur.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Embracing the Journey podcast. This is season 2. I'm so excited to be here, and I'm glad that you guys are tuning in. My team and I had the luxury of flying over to Indiana and spending some time at the American Licorice headquarters, where we got to hang out with 4 new individuals from the Indiana Boys and Girls Clubs. So what we're going to do this month is we're going to do 4 mini episodes highlighting each kid and the things that they've overcome, the things that they may be going through, and then future goals. We hope that you guys stick along and join us for the ride. I'll see you guys soon. So talk to me about sports.
Okay.
So you play basketball, football, and track.
Yeah.
Which one do you like the most?
I like football the most.
Why is that?
Because football, for football, it's more competitive, and I'm a competitor. I like to compete, and I don't back down from the challenge. I won't back down for you trying to guard me. I'll win. And if you race, I win too. But no matter, for football, I like to compete, and then football is one of my main sports. I focus a lot on football than any other sport than basketball and track. Mainly football, and then I do basketball after football. So
right.
Mainly football has been my main sport, and football has been the main sport to keep me out of trouble and keep my grades up and stuff for school, so I can be able to play.
Yeah. When you say trouble, what does that mean?
Stay out of trouble for school. Don't get bad grades, don't get caught up in attention, or don't do just do dumb stuff at school. Period.
Has that ever been the case?
Nah, cause I'm not a bad kid at all. If it's a case where I do get in trouble, it's because the kid wouldn't stop doing something that was aggravating me.
Right.
So that's when I would get caught up and get in trouble for it, and then I get punished at football. So that would be it.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing else besides that.
Okay. And then, do you have dreams and hopes of going to college?
Yeah.
Where would be your ideal college to go?
For the sport, for football, I want to go to LSU. And then I want to go to LSU. What's the other one? I can't think of it at the moment.
How he gonna ask me what college he want to go to?
No, I'm not asking you. I'm telling you, I want to go to LSU.
Okay.
And then I can't think of it, but it's the orange. They're orange, and then they have the paw, the
Clemson.
Yeah. I want to go there, LSU, and then it's one more. Man, I can't think of it.
I make you nervous, huh?
No, yeah.
I remember looking my role model in the face and getting nervous.
Nah. My role model is C.D. Lamb. That's my role model.
So what about football do you like so much?
I like the fans, and then I like how it's easy to compete with people. I love competing. I really do things just to compete for fun. I compete for fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
And then if I lose, I want to do it again. I want to keep going until I win. I want to those type of people. I want to tell people that just put in the work until I feel like I succeeded, but I'm still going to keep going and going until I know I'm good enough, but then still work after that.
Yeah. So I heard you got a little brother.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
Well, my little brother, his name is Edward Jace Johnson. He's named after my dad. I was supposed to have a name, but he got lucky.
Yeah.
So his name is Jace. He has autism. He's 10, turning 11 in August. And right now, he is so active. And then he loves to be independent. But he does certain things that everybody else does, even though he has autism and has a disability. He still speaks well. He still does his do what autistic kids do, kids with disability. He still runs off, gets frustrated quickly, stuff like that, like a normal kid. But he still does independent things like any of us would do, like you or me would do. He plays baseball, and he's really good at it. Yeah, he plays baseball. He's good at it, and then he loves to draw, sing, dance, all that other stuff.
So having a younger brother with autism, do you feel responsible for some of his actions?
Like for like if he get in trouble or something like that.
Like protection.
Yeah,
You want to protect him and everything?
most definitely.
And how is it being an older brother?
It's not bad at all.
Right.
I feel like, cause I was the only child, but I didn't like being only child. Cause like you be at home and like it's by yourself. Like
Right.
I'm one of those people that need somebody to talk to or need somebody to do something with, and that's why I like having a little brother. So like, then I have 4 other brothers, but I don't live with them. So
What happened with that?
they live with my dad and my stepmom.
Okay. So obviously your mom and dad split up.
Yeah.
How was that? How old were you?
Oh, I was really young. Like they weren't married when they had me. They didn't marry at all. I just happened. Like,
Yeah.
but I mean, I really didn't. I was still close to my dad. Me and my dad were still close. I'm still close to my dad to this day. And so like, I'm supposed to go to this house this weekend actually. So
How is it? Do you have a male role model in the house now?
now with me, no,
How is it doing that with you and mom and your little brother?
it's good. We've been making it through. Yeah,
Making it through.
yeah.
Good choice of words. What's that mean though?
It's like we had our hard troubles. We had our hard times. Like not enough food in the house, stuff like that, the basics. But we still making it through. We pushing by. My mom I think she had got a promotion, get an extra little more pay, which she usually does. And then recently we had somebody try to break into the house, which thank God nothing happened. Like thank God nobody was hurt or nothing like that. But
When you say you said you had somebody recently break in, or they tried to break in?
they tried to break in. Like
So what happened?
so, my mom was at work. Then when she was coming home, they were at the door trying to get into the door. They had busted the door down, and then she was pulling into the driveways. And when they saw her, they ran off, and so she followed them with the car. And then one of the kids had stopped and everything, right? And so she had pulled up and said, "Where you guys trying to break into my house and stuff like that?" He was like, "No." He was just making up excuses and stuff like that. And I wasn't there at the time when it happened. At the time it happened, I think I was at school I was at the Boys and Girls Club when this happened. Because this was the school year and stuff like that. So I was at the Boys and Girls Club when this happened. And then after school and everything, she had told me what happened. And when she had came to pick me up, she had told me what happened. And then we had to get the door replaced and stuff like that.
How'd that mess with you mentally?
I was angry, like, because the kid that did it, he rides my bus. And, like,
Oh, so you know the kid?
I don't know him at all, but he goes to the high school that I'm about to go to now.
Yeah.
And he rides my bus and everything. So, like, after this happened, he didn't ride the bus for, like, a good 3 to 4 days, right? And so when I saw him get on the bus after school, because after school, we go straight to the high school for football workouts. And then I saw him get on the bus. I rode home, like, the bus I rode to go to school and everything, and rode home. And I saw him get on that bus, and I was like, "Is that the kid that did that broke into my house?" And it was like, I got closer, and I had looked, and it was like, "Yeah, that's him." And then I went after football practice. I told my mom, and I was like, "I really do want to like put hands on this kid, cause like he tried to break in the house and stuff like that." But then she told me not to do that because she don't want to get in trouble. And then if you get in trouble, it's gonna affect the start of the football season and the start of the new school year. And so I wasn't able, like, I was still mad, but I didn't do nothing to hurt him or affect me in the situation.
How'd you feel about that? That's a really mature way to go about that. I hope you know that.
Yeah.
How did you feel about not being able to respond in the way that you wanted to?
I was upset because I really did want to, like, hurt him for, like, trying to break into my house and everything like that. And we're like, thankful that nothing was taken or anything like that. But I'm glad that I didn't put hands on him or nothing like that, because if I did, then it would just start more problems and more problems. And then at the end of the thing, like, somebody, like, you never know what could have happened at the end. Like, he might know people, and then all of a sudden I got shot or killed. And so you don't know what would have happened. And I'm glad I didn't start nothing or anything. I'm still a little mad that I wasn't able to do that or wasn't there at the time when it happened to do something. But right now, everything's cool. After that, like, things are good at the house. We're chilling at the house and just doing what we usually do on a regular schedule and everything. So everything after that has been good, you know.
So let me ask you this. You talk about the consequences of actions that you wanted to take. You also talk about death being an option for your response to something and someone doing something to you.
Right.
And you talk about it so loosely, like it's common. Is there, how do you know that these could be the possible dangers for your response to your safety of your family and your little brother?
Well, you say I talk about it loosely. I mean, it's something that happens in an actual world. It's common. Like, people fight, and then all of a sudden, 2 days later, that person that was fighting just got shot, just got killed. And then my mom reflects on that, and then my mom also watches a lot of, like, documentaries. Oh, I didn't mean to touch the mic. Mm-hmm. My mom, like, watches a lot of documentaries and stuff, like Discovery channels and stuff like that, like, things like that. And so, like, she sees that and then, like, and it's like, oh, I don't want that to happen to us or my kids. So I was like, that's why she tells me all the time, like, don't try to start problems, and if there's a problem, just try to walk away from it. And don't, like, ease up on a conflict, and don't let the conflict take over and things like that. And then my dad does the same thing, because my dad has been in jail before over something like this. He hasn't killed nobody, but he's been over to jail because of fight or some stuff like that. And then it just escalated. And so that's why he tells me, like, stay out of trouble, try to stay on the right path. And then that's why my mom and my dad guides me on the right path to do better and succeed in different things.
Looking to start a podcast, live stream, make a presentation, or perform on stage? Samson has all the gear you need to help you become a successful content creator. To learn more, visit samsontech.com.
So you're in 8th grade right now,
Yes,
about
sir.
to go into 9th grade.
Mm-hmm.
You got basketball ahead of you.
Yeah.
You got track ahead of you. You got football ahead of you.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're the second parent in the household?
No, I really don't feel like it's me as a second parent. I feel like I'm just the kid in the house still. Like, I do, like, things that my father would have done if he was at the house, like take out the trash, cut the grass, do the dishes, stuff like that, clean up around the house. But I feel like that's something every kid does at an age that they have a parent, like they have both parents in the house or just one, period. They have to go cut the grass, they have to take out the trash and everything like that. Because that's just building your responsibility. So when you live on your own, so like you live on your own, and then you'll be like, oh, I gotta cut the grass. So let me go do this in the morning, or let me do this now. Or I do half of it today and then the rest of it tomorrow. It's just been a responsibility for you to keep your house clean and do things like that and be able to maintain what you have and what you have going on for you.
I knew that when I was in middle school and high school, being an athlete, being a student, being a son, being a brother, being a friend, being a boyfriend, there's a lot of pressure.
Right.
Talk to me about pressure.
I mean, that pressure from what that comes from, like having a relationship, school, sports, things like that. I mean, it's a lot of pressure on your life for you to carry because you got to keep the grades up. Then, you slip up, have a D in class or F. The parents going to get on you about that to get those missing assignments up and stuff like that. That's, like, regular. And for me, I have all that. If that's pressure on me, I really just go to sports to relieve all that pressure because sports is, like, my getaway from all the stress and drama and things like that. Like, everything that's going on in school, like all the peer pressure for you to do this or for you to vape or smoke or things like that. Sports is my getaway for me to, like I said, stay out of trouble and stuff so I won't be doing that type of stuff. And then it becomes a habit and then do it over and over again. So that's, like, sports is, like, my getaway from all that stress, and, like, everything that's going on like that. So stress and then the drama and then all the pressure that's put on me for sports and everything like that. Like, sports is my getaway from that.
If we took away sports, who would you be and what would you be?
So if you took away sports from me, I mean, I have a lot of hobbies. One of my main hobbies, I do love to draw. So, and that's one of my ways I like to cool down and relax. I draw, listen to music, throw on some music and just chill and draw. So that's one of my things I like to do. And then my mom tells me, like, you should really start publishing your art and, like, start selling it for people and drawing stuff for people and then get paid for it. And I've been thinking about it, but I really haven't been doing it.
Right.
But I have been drawing for me on my free time and everything like that. And so I'm thinking about doing that, what she said. And so that's something that would be for me if I didn't have sports. I'll be mainly in, like, majoring in art and stuff like that.
Yeah. So as a 3-sport athlete, you're tall, you got the build, you got the look. And with all that comes different pressures and different responsibilities. Mm-hmm. What happens or what has happened when women have approached you?
I mean, right now, I'm in a relationship with this girl, and everything is cool right now. We've been going to each other's house, relaxing, chilling, things like that, the basics of what a relationship would do. And everything from that relationship, we haven't had any problems or nothing like that. So everything's been smooth and a clear road. Like, I have no, from being in a relationship right now, I have no problems right now, but I know as I get older, things may happen and things may get stressful or stuff like that. And, I mean, it's just something I might have to live with, but I would still have things that will help me cope with that.
Yeah. And being in a household where your parents weren't married and you saw that their relationship didn't traditionally end the way that it would, has that been hard for you to be in relationships?
Not really for me to be in a relationship, no. But for me, like, seeing that and knowing that it would hurt, but, like, for me, it's not something that bothers me when I'm in a relationship. Yeah. Like, for me, it's just I try to be the best that I can for this relationship and do the best that I can do for this relationship. And I really didn't have to experience that when they weren't, like, when they were together, like, dating and stuff, and then they separated, but I wasn't really there. I didn't really have to experience that because when they had me and they were separated, I was really young. Like, I was really just out the womb. I really didn't have time to, like, notice that type of stuff. Yeah. And probably when the time they were separated, I was like 3 or 4, just now growing up, started to realize certain things.
Yeah. Do me a favor. Do me 2 favors.
Okay.
I want you to look in this camera right here.
That one right there.
And I want you to say something to your mom that you've been wanting to get off your chest.
Like what, though?
Anything you want.
Hey. Okay, well, Mom, thankful for you. Like, I really do appreciate you and everything that you have been doing for me in this life, presenting me with new opportunities to succeed in life and move on and move forward past certain things. And I'm also thankful for you for introducing me into church, because you put me into church and you put me step by step to get more closer with God, and that has been really a big part of my life. And I'm really thankful for that. And I'm really thankful for you and for what you're doing for me and my little brother.
Now look in that camera and say something to you 5 years from now.
Man, just be the best you, man. Like now, just be the best you. And, like, as time goes on, man, just keep moving forward, man. Like, I know it may be hard, things may get rough, but you got to keep moving forward. And I know you're going to succeed, so keep trying, bro. You got it.
Can't forget about little bro.
Jace, man, I love you. And you're going to be a lot as you get older. I already know. From what you are right now, you're going to be a lot, because you get mad when I try to help you with certain things. But I still love you, and I'm going to really appreciate you.
I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, I'm going to beat you in that race, though.
You're not.
Yeah.
Next week on the Embracing the Journey podcast.
So, like, growing up, it wasn't always as easy, Some nights, wouldn't have no food. One time, for like a year, I wasn't even with my mom. They had took me from my mom.
Was that place like a foster care?
Yeah, something like that. It was like a whole bunch of kids.
How was that? How was the first night there?
The first night, it was sad. The first night, I didn't know what was going on. I think I just cried myself to sleep.